think Cry's had enough of facing the Ordo Malleus. He's going to be playing as the Aversa Assassin here up against the legendary Valerio, who is going to be the Chaos Sorcerer. Seems he's doing a lot of Chaos Sorcerer gameplay these days, Mr. Val. We're on Ashes of Typhon. The default version of this map, not the enlarged one, so you can see all this area is blocked off. So we've got a very narrow laning side of the map over here. Quite an open expanse here, and again a laney portion here with contesteds on the side. So honestly, quite a simplistic map. Pretty laney all around, and good for setup teams. I like Blastmasters on this map. If you place the Blastmaster here, you can basically cover this VP and a lot of the mid. Then you can place a Blastmaster here, knock things off your natural VP, and also contribute to defending this area, which is usually where gen farm pushes will occur. But we'll see what Val goes with. This is nice, we're seeing double IST. I have yet to see double IST on the new patch with the 4 model IST, so I want to see what they're capable of, these IST. So they've got the same HP as they had previously, 500, but obviously having 4 models means they bleed less, which makes them a fair bit more effective in combat. You get less DPS bleed, which if you're not familiar with that term, what it means is as a unit is fighting with multiple models, it's going to lose models in the firefight, and then when it loses models, it loses its damage. So the lower the HP per model and the more models in the squad, the faster that's going to happen. So what it means is that the real damage throughout the whole engagement would be lower if they had 5 models with 100 HP versus having 4 models with 125 HP. So it is a buff. But we'll see. Obviously, they're not very good against CSM. Come on, EA, can you get a kill? No, that's pretty sad for the little Aversa Assassin there. He was hacking away at that Chaos Space Marine forever. But no kill. Really, you want your IST to be meeting the Heretics. I'm not sure why these Heretics of Val took the fight with the Strike Squad for so long. I mean, it can only be a micro error. You basically want to just retreat out of that straight away. There's no advantage for taking it. I mean, look at the amount of XP that the Strike Squad have now got in addition to all this bleed. So that was a little bit of a messed up engagement there from Val, and it's so sad because he won this fight quite convincingly. And this is a weakened Strike Squad. I think they want to get out of there now. More Heretics coming in as well, yeah. Can they get a model? Yeah, they kill a Grey Knight, that's good for them. Well, killing that one Grey Knight basically makes up for all the lost Heretics from before, so that's fine. Didn't even manage to finish off the gens, and we've actually got Raptors, which is a brave choice. Going toe-to-toe in melee with a Grey Knight, it's always a pretty scary task, certainly with an Aversa Assassin running around. Well, you know, all 3 of the Ordo Malleus heroes are pretty competent in melee, but particularly the Aversa Assassin, he can really punish you if you have a lot of melee. Sergeant coming up on the IST here, that gives them that impact grenade, boom. That was an impact, wasn't it? Gonna decimate those Heretics, keeping them in play right now. Can use them to cap the point. Yep. While the other one zones out the IST, knowing of course there is no impact grenade now because it's just being used. Pew pew, a few more of them down. Oh, there you go, nice setup, setting up the wipe. Baits them into melee, catches them with a knockback from the interceptors, boom, wipe squad. Now these guys gotta retreat. Yeah, they're like, oh shit. Going into retreat path. Can he kill them? Nope. I was just gonna say, Sanctify Global, go for another teleport. There's a bit of a cooldown on it. Teleports in, bang bang. Second Heretic squad wiped. Well, that's bad for Val. Not really much more to say about that one. That's what happens when you run around with your 2 Heretic models. Trying to cap things. Typically you see aspiring champions pretty early in this matchup, because then your Heretics with the AC can 1v1 any of these Grey Knight squads. So a bit curious really to be just going multiple cheaper Heretics, but here we go, now we've got the AC. I guess he just wanted to prioritise that Raptor purchase. No war gear yet on the Sorcerer. Here's the aspiring champion, but if you can hit him with some nice las gunfire from the IST, in particular a good impact grenade to do good AoE damage, then that can turn things and make sure the Grey Knights can actually win the firefight. Well, not the firefight, the melee brawl. But yeah, a bit of a 2v1 there, and Heretics taking a lot of damage on approach, but Raptors going into the IST would be a great fight for them. Still got the Sorcerer in play, so potential for a Doombots, there it goes. Not doing too much, because of course he didn't have the full energy. And unfortunate really for the Raptors to not kill that Strike Squad model a bit sooner. They're not having a good time here because of the supporting fire from the IST, and that's a dead Raptor. Can the Sorcerer take out the strikes? Oh my god, the Sorcerer goes down. Oh no! This is so bad. Even losing a CSM model there and the Sorcerer? I'm not really sure how Val even does this. I mean, he's going to tier 2 first. Oh, actually, he's way ahead in tech. Holy shit. What on earth? Why is he so far ahead in tech? I don't know. I feel like he's not spent that much less than Cry. He must have just put his gens up a lot sooner. Strange. Anyway. That's how he's going to stay in this game in spite of everything. He's also up 200 VPs. Yeah, man. This is the power of this change. Why would they nerf IST? They shouldn't. The upgraded, fully upgraded version of IST probably needed a nerf. I don't know if they got it. I can't remember. Like the plasma guns, I think are pretty broken. The amount of damage they do, in addition to the unnecessary anti-melee utility on the plasma. What's it called? The ability. Is it called Plasma Overcharge? Surely not, because it's not really similar to the Tech Marine version. It doesn't really fit an overcharge where there's negative drawbacks to the own unit. Anyway, certainly the initial change was a buff, but IST were very, very weak previously as a starting unit, and that's why we were never seeing double IST builds. It's nice to see it here. They traded poorly against basically everything cost for cost, even if they encountered scouts. If the scouts were behind green cover when these guys approached, then these guys got into cover and traded in a cover v cover fight. Often the scouts would win, and even if the scouts didn't win, the scouts would be able to retreat, having lost no models, but they would bleed multiple models off these guys. So, you know, these guys are only speed, what, 5.5 versus the 6.5 of scouts, so that's a problem that they're not even easily beating scouts. But they will now with 4 models, because they won't bleed. The play for choice here, the play for choice? The choice of play. The play of choice. Whatever. It's the Blood Crusher, that's what Valerio's going with. He's lost a lot of the VPs though, he's lost 100 of that 200 VP lead that he had. He's also going for the Rod of Warpfire again, it seems he likes this thing. It is a good war gear. Aspiring Champion, fast on the CSM. Probably just worth going into melee. Okay, but there's too much going on here. You've got Interceptors lurking. Just retreat, Val. God, I don't want to start bleeding CSM. Way too expensive. Gotta say, Blood Crusher's so easy to avoid compared to a transport shooting you from afar. The impact grenades stop the cap as well. Still no war gears yet for our Aversa Assassin. We do have a Vindicator Assassin joining the Aversa though. The Turbo Penetrator rounds are loaded in, there you go, and he's marked that Blood Crusher as a target. And whilst there's no worship support, certainly the Blood Crusher is going to be feeling the pain. There you go, a Psychon and a Melter Bomb, and that is going to be a Blood Crusher whopped out by the Sorcerer. Doesn't want none of that heat. Yeah, that'd have been bad. So Psychon will buff the damage of the Melter Bomb. I believe the Melter Bomb does 150 damage by default. What's Psychon? A 30% damage boost, so 180 damage. And then the Vindicator's doing I don't know, 130 per shot or something. It'll hurt. It'll definitely hurt. So now we've got the Bloodletters, and we've got the Mach of Tzeentch. Fully upgraded Tzeentch Marines, yikes, they're putting in a lot of damage from afar. Wattfire has already been used, but a lot of melee to deal with right now, just for the Bloodletters with no worship support. They definitely need that worship support. And once again, it looks like the Melter Bomb failed there because the Blood Crusher went invisible. And Christ totally forgot about the Aversa, no. Oh god. Now these Mach of Tzeentch causing problems. These Mach of Tzeentch could be quite powerful here if he defends them. A bit odd to use the Wattfire there, but sure, fine. Alright, well he's got a good combo to fight Ordo Malleus, the Bloodletters, the Mach of Tzeentch and the Blood Crusher. It's a nice trio. Oh, Justicar just got slain by the Bloodletters there. Yeah, these strikes need to get out. I don't know why they were taking that fight, to be honest. A bit odd. It cost them a lot of bleed, losing a Justicar and the Strike Squad model. Costly. Trying to get another one there with the charge from the Blood Crusher, but doesn't manage it. Problem is, he's lost all this side to these IST. Both the IST now picking up some plasma guns, but that's not going to be that helpful. Certainly it will be pretty nice to shoot down these Tzeentch Space Marines, but the real threats are the Blood Crusher and the Bloodletters right now, and still the only AV is the Vindicator Assassin plus the Melter on the Aversa, which, yeah, it's not great, really. If the Blood Crusher's healing under worship, that's going to out-heal the vast majority of the DPS of the Vindy. So they're going to phase out. They did take a sniper shot from the Exodus rifle. What's that? Sigil? Oh shit. Sigil in the Vindicator and then tie him up in melee with the Sorcerer. Plasma will do a little bit of damage. An attempt there to dodge the warp fire damage using the invulnerability ability from the Acolyte Leader. So we've got fully upgraded IST right now. These guys going to have to leave thanks to the Dark Flames damage over time. These guys chilling. Yeah, the Grey Knights don't want to walk down here with a Mach of Tzeentch and the potential Doom Bolts and this guy to counter-initiate. The Grey Knights probably should just go down the sidelines. Because they've now got their tier 2 squad leaders, they'll be able to out-trade the AC Ticks quite easily. And it's just going to feed them XP if the Ticks take those kind of fights. But I think the Grey Knights will struggle now fighting this kind of composition. These and these are really hard counters to Grey Knights. I mean, obviously if they can get into melee with these, they'll be fine, but that's why you keep the Bloodletters and the Blood Crusher nearby to deal with these Interceptors. So there's a global from the Aversa Assassin. Targets acquired, is it, or something like that? Giving you vision of all the opposing troops. Really good to negate the Tzeentch worship there. But also it just tells him where everything is and where he's safe to push, so it allows him to set up good positioning compared to his opponent, who of course doesn't know where his units are. You can see it kind of just forced Val back. So Acolyte and Sergeant IST going to trade actually very effectively against the CSM, because the CSM are heavy infantry, whereas these guys are only light infantry, so they're both plasma kind of style weapons. And the Inferno is actually good against everything, whereas plasma does less to light infantry and more to heavy infantry, but that's what the AC's got. But in general, these guys will do well. They got that 20% damage resistance against ranged too, so that helps. But we're going to need some worship again. If the Bloodletter if the Blood Crusher gets into worship, it should be alright. Still looking at dying in one more sniper shot there, but yeah, it's going to be fine. Bloodletter's teleporting in, they're going to jump on that Vindy. And now the Blood Crusher can turn around whilst under worship and start putting pressure onto the Strike Squad. Now, dual impact grenades, trying to delay the inevitable here, trying to keep the Vindicator Assassin in play there. Has he used his Warp Fire? I guess so. Don't think it'd do free damage anyway. But yeah, Interceptors down here just dealing with the Heretics. Heretics have to flee. Trying to get into a retreat path with the Heretics. Damn! Didn't even get a single hit there, but came very close. I'm not sure what the EA is going to do, really. Not a whole lot without a weapon upgrade, but he's just going tier 3. We've got GL Ticks. This is a bit of a weird purchase. I guess the point of this GL Ticks is to try and take out the IST, but they're tier 2 now with 2 squad leaders, so it's not going to do that much damage. Another attempted dodge there of the AoE abilities, a little bit late I think from Cry. God, look at all these AoE coming out from the Sorcerer, the Dark Flames Global, the Warpfire ability, trying to knock him into it, but not perfect execution. Kind of knocked them out of the AoE, if anything. Well, IST staying in play though. He wants those plasma guns to try and melt these CSM. More Doom Bolts, yeah, forcing off that squad. They were going anyway, but if they hadn't, they would have been in a bad time. There you go, the IST plasma going in, having some effect, but a demon armor, demon shield is dropped down. So that's 35% resistance to range attacks while inside the shield, but more importantly, perhaps, extra energy regen and more max energy. Wow, look at the CSM getting bled by the Vindicare and the IST there when they walk out into the open. Doombolt's kind of going in all over the place here, but not really hitting anything. And the Heretics are going to be coming back out. Let's see what they can do. I mean, they can do a little barrage and knock the IST off the point. They've got that strike squad in the back, but I'm not really sure what it's going to be achieving itself. Well, it's stopping people from capping. And there goes the attempt to wipe the Vindy again. Going to use that. Oh, got him! Haha! Very nice. Very nice. Uses that warp fire to knock him into the range of the Blood Crusher and then gobbles him up. But here we go. Oh shit, we got fully upgraded Everser Assassin now. It was a tier 3 rush into the Everser Assassin, and we're going to get the Blood Crusher warped out again. Val is currently himself in tier 2, but he's got enough resources to go tier 3, so we picked up the Neuro Gauntlet on the Everser. Whopping 80 power melee DPS with a damage over time as well. That is 12.5. So 80 power melee DPS, 12.5 piercing DPS effectively. Very, very powerful. Remember that that goes even higher when he's using Psychon. And now he's got the Friends on War Gear. Oh my god, we've got Interceptors teleporting in very aggressively here, but yeah, counter-initiate them with the Tzeentch Marines. That'll be pretty bad time for those Interceptors. The EA though going absolutely mental right now. You see this yellow buff around him, that is the Friends on, and it prevents him from getting suppressed and I believe knocked over as well. So resistance, oh my god, let me read it. He's dead, no! I'm pretty sure it's resistance to knockback immunity and suppression. So the turrets weren't doing anything there. He obviously used hypermetabolism as well and then exploded himself. But you can't knock him over with your warp fire. Can't knock him over with Bloodletter Specials, any of that kind of nonsense. Charges from the Blood Crusher. Wow, look at that teleport from the Bloodletters, killing another 3 models of the Interceptors. Pretty brutal. Pretty brutal stuff. Not sure the Strike Squad want to take this engagement. Bloodletters in retreat path 2. Looks like they missed that opportunity, but the Heretics are going to get on the contested. Both players wanting their own naturals. Problem is for Val Hero, it's going to be a Vortimer Razorback now, and that is going to be tricky to deal with. If he gets a Tzeentch Dreadnought, he'll be able to 1v1 it in a stand-up fight, but of course the Vortimer, being a driven vehicle rather than a walker, it's a lot faster than a Dreadnought. So he can come in, poke it down, retreat, get repairs, come in, poke it down, etc. You can tie up that Dreadnought as well, might tie it up with the Versa. So he's going for the kill here. Does he get the Melter Bomb? No, he doesn't. Infiltrated it by the Tzeentch Worship. Problem right now is there's not really any good AV sources. Oh, that's the dead BC. Yeah. A lot of damage coming into the Versa Assassin right now. He gets his Melter Bomb off and then he's going to leg it. Dreadnought's trying to force melee onto the Vortimer, but Not sure how effective that is. A lot of bloodletters pouring in from the Demonic Rift. DPS of the Vortimer is so high. A lot higher than the autocannon there on the Dreadnought. Now we've got interceptors coming in too. Yeah, probably needs Mark of Tzeentch on that Dreadnought. For now, he's just getting the Plague Marines. They'll be a really good resource, of course. Especially with Sigil of the Rift to give them more maneuverability. Note that we've got no red for either of the players right now as well. So that's kind of a big deal. They're both pretty much completely out of red. It's like they're starting to float power too at this point in the game. Requisition becoming more of a problem. There has been a lot of bleed. This is one of the disadvantages of the fully upgraded IST though. They often are running around about full HP because they don't have any HP regen boosts of significance. Level 4 Strike Squad, honestly, probably could beat the Bloodletters 1v1, but certainly with all this shit coming in, not a good situation for them. And talking about bleed, that's some more bleed there for Cry. So one of the heretics probably wants to be worshipping here, the other one wants to probably disengage, but yeah, Demon Shield would be effective, for sure. Well, I thought it would, but Jesus, the Dreadnought's still taking a huge amount of damage. Where are the plagues? Okay, the Plague Marines are coming in. There's potential for Sigil of the Rift to chase down this Vortimer right now. I don't know if Cry's aware of that. Probably just seen the Plague Marines now. He's trying his damnedest to kill this Dreadnought, but it's not really working. Oh my god, but he just tears that Heretic Squad to pieces. And that one killed by a bolt pistol. Versa probably wants to get out though. And die. The Dreadnought. There we go, but it's alright. It's all bait. Now the Dreadnought gets killed by the Vortimer Razorback. Bang, bang, bang. Sigil of the Rift. Move to the side then, Sigil. Try and get rid of this Strike Squad. They're going to stay and play for some time. Oh, nice warp fire. But let us tear him up. Can they get that final model? Yeah, they do. Final model killed. Level 4 Strike Squad taken out there. Again, a beautiful warp fire. Gonna have to use the consume there to get the energy for the Sigil of the Rift, but not sure the position is great. Does he go through? No, they can't get on it. It's on the hill. No, that's why I said you've got to move to the side. Oh, Val, fuck. One more missile literally would have killed that Vortimer Razorback. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Because you know what's going to happen now, right? All that's going to happen now is that Cry is going to finish his 1-2 by going for some Terminators, and then it's going to be very difficult to deal with it. Certainly if you lose using each Space Marines, but actually, wow, just in time there, got the AC. And then proceeded to lose all 3 of the other models in the squad. Looks like the Sorcerer is going to be going down as well. Oh man, this is so clutch. I feel bad for Val. He's in a pretty bad situation now, but if only he could have killed that damn Vortimer Razorback, it would have been nice. Literally all I needed to do was go slightly more to the left, because the Sigil always is sort of to the top right of your hero. But check out this EA. So this is Bloodletters under worship. Yeah, but now they're phased out. He's trying his best. Well, he's got Bio Meltdown on him now, so he's going to go big boom when they finally do kill him. But he is currently tearing Bloodletters to pieces with the support of this Vortimer. Yep, and an Interceptor teleporting. I think it's done for Val. Yeah, kind of tough to get out of that one alive. Oh, so unfortunate, man. So close to killing that friggin' Vortimer. That would have put him in a very good position. Wow, he just wipes one of the IST there, though. Cry losing his micro. I guess perhaps moving this away, noticing the Plague Marines, and then didn't realise how quickly the Dreadnought and the CSM there would rip those IST to pieces. It's an awkward map for the range trades, this one, because there's so little cover. So units can die from firefights very fast. These CSM have done great. Look at him melting the interceptors. God. Brutal. Now moving on to the IST. Seems to be taking their time here. I mean, yeah, they're a lot less effective. Level 4 IST, actually. Wow, that's quite tanky. Nearly everything's level 4. But yeah, the Aversa's just an absolute pain in the arse. Yeah. Can't finish off that Vortimer thanks to him. Now we can just charge forward and disperse the CSM whilst the EA catches the point. I commend Val's tenacity here, but I'm sorry, I don't see how he can win it. All Cry needs to save up for now is his Terminators, and he's good to go. Val's economy is a bit of a wreck. See, this is what happens with the Chaos Tier 2 too often. When you go for your Bloodletters plus the Plague Marines, as good as those units are, they're very, very requisition intensive. And you start them bleeding a load of Heretics, God forbid you're bleeding CSM too, never mind Bloodletters and Plague Marines, you're going to run out of requisition quite fast. And that's clearly what's happened to Val here. He's not even had gens in his farm for ages, but he's still over 100 power. It's all just a requisition game at this point that's problematic for him. I'm not sure how much of what we've seen here from the EA is due to friends on. It's very hard to know. I do see the cybernetic enhancement now, so that gives him rapid reflex, which basically is a heal over time on himself. But yeah, with friends on, you can't knock him over. It's level 4 CSM. That was hypermetabolism too. It's just so squishy still. For a level 7 hero with a tier 3 armor, he does seem quite squishy. But another valiant attempt really from Val to try and take out this Vortimer. I think it would have been 2 more missiles to kill that. What is it, 130 damage per missile? EA just gets repurchased and sent out, and that's going to be trouble. Can't really easily deal with him. Yeah, and he is chunking away at that AC tick. That was without the Psychon as well. So what else does this cybernetic enhancements do? Max energy up by 50, energy regen, reduces ability cooldowns. But he doesn't actually have any abilities that have a cooldown right now. He only has toggle abilities anyway, but perhaps he's just getting it for the increased max energy and the energy regen. Then you get the rapid reflex ability, which also heals you, so it's fine, I guess. And you'd need the energy regen and max energy because Friend Zone drains that. It's another toggle. And there we have it. We got the Terminators coming in the back. What's he doing? Right? Yeah, and there's more bleed for Val. I mean, totally dodged the Doombots there with the fanaticism, which is nice to see. Another Doombot's going in. That was a 6-bolt Doombolt, but it seemed to do nothing. Guess these guys are level 4. Yeah. And here are the Terminators. So, not sure what Val's going to do when he doesn't have Lightning Claw Terminators of his own. He can pick up the squads, but he's got to try and kill the Vortimer of the Terminators. They're the most important thing right now, to be honest. Both players getting very low on VPs. Vortimer just slays those AC ticks. Not sure what happened there. Hop. Oh, they're in melee of the IST to the Plague Marines, and the Vortimer is doing so much damage. They get a missile off, and they get another. Oh no, the EA is going to kill him. Is he going to kill him? God dang it. The EA pops that Plague Marine, and the Vortimer's going to prevent any cap. Yeah, I think that's it. You know, Warpfighter could actually, maybe, kill that Vortimer, which would be hilarious. It does do pretty reasonable damage to vehicles, especially on rear armor. Yeah, I can't kill the bloody Aversa right here. Pretty chaotic game, my god. Things were dying left, right and centre in that one, which was why everyone was level 4. Such a shame that the Plague Marine Sigil play didn't go right. That really could have been a game changer. This Vortimer Razorback was an absolute pain in the ass. Look at that. Level 4 Vortimer Razorback, and it really wasn't out that long. So, jeez, I just... If he took that out, I think Valve could have had it. There was potential for sure. I mean, surely he must have, because look how low he got Cry on the VPs. Really low, only 23? That's insane. If this wasn't going around for so long, yeah, I think it'd have been sorted. It'd have had the VPs off him, and he'd have won it even though he's in tier 2, and that's often how it goes in 1v1. But for now, in this game, the tier 3 1-2 tank and Uber infantry unit combo was too good. Really, it was just the tank. The Terminators didn't even do anything, but they would have if the game went on any longer. Anyway, folks, that's going to be all from your boy Torpid this time. I am gonna be signing out.